have made a very careful study of life after death, the work of Sir William Crookes and Sir Oliver Lodge. She'd read all their books, and she'd read the philosopher Arthur Finlay, and she named me after Finlay. My middle name's Finlay, Michael Finlay Roll. And I read his books at the age of 16, so right from the word go I was starting from a scientific base for survival. So I've always had it, even as a 16-year-old. But I realized that if these great scientists like Crookes and Lodge couldn't break through, there's no point in a 16-year-old having a go. But not now. Now in the 1980s, the invisible part of the universe started to come in. Scientists were saying, 9/10 of the universe is missing. So I'm saying loud and clear, that's it. That's what the early scientists were saying. We can't see the most important part of the universe. We can't sense it. Although we can with gravity. The gravity is the force of the etheric world. When we jump in the air, it's the etheric world that's pushing us back onto Earth. The force of gravity, you'll find. Sir Isaac Newton was adamant that the force of gravity was the force of the spiritual part of the universe. And when you look up Newton, people will look him up now and you'll find that he's been saying that for a long time. You might as well say to Newton, why hadn't he broken through? Well, he is now. What Newton said is now breaking through.
You're back in Malta for the first time since 1958. You were here with the Royal Navy.
Yes.
You're here on professional business related to this.
Now?
Yes.
Oh, no, only my friend invited me over here. Victor Zammit, who you're going to interview later, he was born in Malta. And he says, well, I'm going home to Malta shortly. He lives in Australia. He says, why don't we meet up in Malta, Mike? So I've met up with my friend Victor Zammit in Malta.
But are you meeting any medium in Malta?
Well, I think Natalino's got a few mediums he wants me to meet. Yes, I'll meet them. Not a materialization medium, I hasten to say.
A materialization medium?
Oh, no, I'd love to meet a materialization medium. But Victor is working with the medium that I would like to meet in Australia. He's based in Australia, the materialization medium that Victor Zammit's working with.
I see.
And he's telling me all about it, you see, because now we're meeting up. He's telling me what he's witnessed.
So your Maltese contact here
yes.
is not a materializing medium?
Oh, no, he's just he's doing on the philosophical side like I am. He's a lawyer, qualified lawyer, but he's working...
No, but the other Maltese person you mentioned.
Natalino?
Yes.
No, I'm just staying with his mum. He's somewhere to stay, you see.
He's not a medium himself?
Well, I don't know what sort of medium he is, because I've only just met him, but he's not a materialization medium.
Okay. Now, tell me a bit about these different sort of medium, because you were talking about one medium as a materializing medium, then there's other medium. So make it as simple as you can and tell me yes. what they are.
Clairvoyance can see people all around us. Like if I was a very good clairvoyant, I'd probably see somebody standing behind you, so they can see them. They can't see into the future. Don't ever think clairvoyance is seeing into the future. They just can see people in the next world. Clairaudience can hear them, hear people speaking to them, and clairsentience, you can sense and smell people, this type of thing. Some mediums are all three, clairvoyant, clairaudient, and clairsentient. But I say that then you have to be a warning now. Don't forget, rotten people can come through mediums as well. You have to be very discerning. Like you tell rotten people on earth, you can tell by what people are saying via mediums. You can disagree with them if you like, you see. I don't want people to be gullible. I don't want people to soak up things. I want people to be skeptical. Remain skeptical at all times, especially stuff coming through from the next world. Otherwise you can disappear into a psychic jungle. So here I am, a chap who agrees with survival, but I'm giving a warning to everybody. Don't soak up any rubbish coming through mediums. Challenge everything that comes through.
Last question. If we had to have this conversation 10 years from now, in the future, would we even need to have this kind of conversation?
No.
Or are you predicting that this theory of yours will become commonplace?
Yes, it's not my theory, it's the scientists I'm working with, don't forget. They're coming to our way. And it all depends on my friend Victor Zammit pulling this scientific exercise off. We've got to repeat the Crookes experiments. He only had a flashlight camera. Just think of the gadgets we have now to record on film people materializing. So that's where we are at the moment. It's over to Victor Zammit and other mediums to come forward and dedicate their gift to scientific advancement. We've got the scientific team ready to go in to do the repeatable experiments, and then when they're satisfied, they will publish in scientific magazines. They won't be publishing in the Psychic News or the Psychic World. They will be publishing in top scientific magazines like Sir William Crookes did. So we've got to repeat those experiments.
Michael Roll, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.